for 20 years. She's been around a long time. Is it Dana or Dana? And now the fake news will say,
hey,
Trump
baby,
didn't know how to pronounce her first name. She doesn't
welcome
know.
back, welcome back, welcome back, everybody.
Dana and Jake.
Dana,
I used to call him Fake Tapper.
Fake
now
Tapper.
I call him Jake Tapper because he treated us very fairly, and so did Dana. Treated me very fairly. I think it was, just about neutral. But he kept saying,
Trump promised not to put him in prison for the rest of their life and get your powers.
And I kept saying, I'll take it. But what happened, sir, you have 92 seconds left. This is not what he wanted to hear. Right, David? They said, you have 92 seconds left. Going to be your next senator, I'll tell you. David McCarthy. I hope you can vote for him. I hope you vote for him. I hope you vote for him. He's a great gentleman, great hero, actually, in many ways. He's a great guy. Everything was wrong.
I just seen a picture of my jewel
ball. So what we'll do is we'll offer him this thing that he can't accept. He won't accept it, and then we'll say,
tonight. I get
Trump
to see her
didn't
tonight,
accept
but
the debate. He's afraid to negotiate against
I miss my jewel ball,
so sharp. He's so sharp.
I get a hold of her. I don't think I'll let her go.
So, but I surprised them. I said, I'll take it. I'll take it. And people said, are you crazy? I said, look, it's the only way you're going to debate. If we do anything else, they're not going to accept it. And these people were the same way. They offered me, we were supposed to have Fox on September 4th. And they said, no, I accepted it. I don't even know what's going to happen because I've accepted it. They haven't. So maybe they show up, maybe they don't. But I think it's sort of on for September 4th, but I don't think they're going to come. And then we do the debate with ABC. ABC, again, I call it ABC fake news. So bad. They're so bad. They're so dishonest, in my opinion, very dishonest people. Who treats me the worst? Now, NBC is horrible. CBS is horrible. They're all horrible. These are horrible human beings. But who treats me the worst? ABC fake news treats me the worst. And that's where they want it, where her best friend, it just came out the other day, nobody told anybody about this, is the head of the whole deal, right? But I'll probably say, I'll take it. Because you know what? They're not gonna do a debate. But just remember, these are phony, fake, disgusting people that hate our country. Remember that. And also remember that every attack that we make on Kamala is something that she said on tape or something that she's actually done. You know, all of these attacks are things because she said all of it. She said, I don't want fracking in Pennsylvania. She said it hundreds of times. I don't want it anywhere. Then a couple of months ago, when the polls are showing that she's getting clobbered, well, actually, nobody actually thought they were politically correct. They wanted to be politically correct because they wanted, they had 11 different people and they put her name in to be number 12 and they had a vote. She came in last. So she picked somebody. Think of it. How about the guy she picked? How bad is he? Right? How bad is that guy? David, where do these people come from?
Thanks, bro.
He recently signed a bill in a state that I love. But
McLovin, you want Kamala McLovin?
Because
that's
what
you want,
state.
Kamala.
But the people are not corrupt. The people are corrupt. Since 1972 hasn't been one. Think of that. And I thought we won it twice. I said, "There's no way we lose Minnesota." But he signed a bill for all young men's bathrooms and men's bathrooms have to be equipped with a tampon selling machine.
What's going on there, McLovin? Huh? Yeah, F the fucking DNC. That's what we're talking about.
For various reasons, or a Democrat has this time since the Holocaust.
In the description, you can find a link. So if you want to support it.
There's never been anything like it. I'm seeing things I can't even believe in. And we want to look at this looks like this. She is substantially more radicalized than
They connect with the machine.
you know, they prohibited her. They prohibited her.
Oh, I forgot I put that shelf there. Damn it. Alright, look, we want to do it this way then. Huh?
But she's been prohibited from left. You know, she used to do it.
Get in. Oh, there we go.
You know, I'm interviewed all the time. I may smile. I mean, they're asking you questions about things, and it's not really it's not like a comedy club. And she'd break out. That's one of the reasons she refuses to do interviews, I think, because she laughs. It's so horrible. No, it's so horrible. But, you know, she hasn't done an interview like in 30 days or something like that. And I do one every day.
Believe it like that. How's that, y'all? Y'all good with that? I mean, you can see the TV. There's the computer. Right? Sounds good. Alright, so anyway, we're at 1,040 subscribers. That's because of you guys, man. I am so grateful to you guys. Right, I'm trying to keep you over by the door right now because I get better reception. My Wi-Fi some shit. That's why, right, I'm trying to get in a better place with the monetization of the channel, guys. You know what I mean? I can only do that with y'all's support. I love you guys to death, man. Thank you so much. We got a live going right here. Let's go. Let's go to live on the computer here.
And then we'll just play again.
And we have to comment the
But we have a little video that we just put up. Would you like to see it? Go ahead, this one. He needs to get out of what we're doing.
That's awesome, yo.
She wanted to openly defund the police. We were burning it down. Remember the CNN fake reporter? He got up, the one with the nice shaved head. He got up. Now, this is a peaceful rally. This is a rally of love. Behind him, the entire city was burned like World War II. And by the way, speaking of World War II, she will bring us into World War III, and it'll be a war. That'll be a war like never before because of the weaponry. No more army tanks going back and forth shooting. We've left a lot of, you know, I rebuilt the
Sucking like that.
and we left a lot of that in a place called Afghanistan.
I don't like it with you guys all the way over there, right?
In the most embarrassing
So I'm bringing you up over here.
history
I feel like it's a little better. It's a little bit more intimate. Like over there, you like hiding and shit behind a shelf. What the fuck? Right? So what the fuck's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing today? How was work today? Huh? Did you break your fucking back today at work like I did? Huh? Down here trying to make a living at this shit? Right? Come on, man. Get with us. Get with it. Talk to me, huh? How was your day? You come home and get bitched at, or you know, how you living? Where you at? I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's talk about it. Or fuck it, you can stare at it. Whatever. What do you want to talk about, my teeth? I had a poll going a little bit ago. Doing some stupid shit. I was just interested, that's all.
Victor Orban, Hungary, Prime Minister of Hungary, they asked him recently, they said, what's going on? The world is coming to an end. He said, if we want to stop them, re-elect the United States, re-elect Donald Trump, because when he was there, we didn't have problems. Russia Russia wouldn't have happened with Ukraine. Israel would have never been attacked on October 7th.
For people in the chat, welcome.
No money they
So far, what I've been messing with is a little bit of this. Let me show you the mill here.
And they were broke. Now they have 300.
I was on the mill right here, right?
$300
Bring it
billion
down, give you a good shot.
Plenty of money. We're run by stupid people, and we have to change it, or we're not going to have a country left. We're not going to have. We didn't let countries take advantage of us. France was going to charge our corporations tremendous amounts of money for doing business in France. You know this, David. David is very familiar with what happened. And I went to my people. I said, tell them we're not going to put up with it. They're not going to charge our companies because we want our companies to do well so they can employ people. It's sort of simple. I didn't even like a lot of the companies that they were dealing with. I should have said, oh, great, let them charge. What the hell do I care? But they're American companies. And I said to Emmanuel Macron, I said, call him because my people failed and make a deal. I said, you make a deal, you have 1 week, come see me. At the end of a week, they came to see me. Good people, smart people, very smart people. Secretary of Treasury, smart guy, Mnuchin, others. They came back to see me. Sir, we're not able to make a deal. They're going to charge our company tax. I said, no, they're not going to do it. You don't understand. Come back and see me. You have 1 more day. Sir, they won't do it. They've already passed it. They're so-called legislation. They're not going to do it. They're not going to be able to stop it.
So I asked you guys if you would support me because I want to do this with a model. Positivity right there, I just want to say. How y'all doing out there, huh? You like what you said? What's happening? Huh? Going around, going around. give it a break for a second.
Who might that be?
That's where we stand at with it, right? Let me take you over and do something here. I got this little thing I'm experimenting with, right? I got to crack the door to get the Wi-Fi to work right, or the Wi-Fi goes out, and that sucks bad. And I don't want it to have to do that, right? So, in order for me to keep you guys going, as a matter of fact, I ain't got to do that. I just bring you around. Just bring you around, retard. Alright, let's see here. So, we put this on. And what I got here is this is one of those things from Walmart. It lets off a mosquito repellent. Oh, they hate it. Yes, they do. Then the Lord have mercy, they hate it. So now what I'll do is, okay, so what I got here is I got a brass bowl, okay? There we go. What? So it's a two-way street. Alright, and what I got there is I got it's a piece of a piston cut off with brass chips in it. Now I heat that up, okay, with the propane tank. And in turn what it does is heat them chips up and it heats that up. Now, this is the reason why I do this. You with me? I have this here apparatus, and it takes a little propane canister at the bottom, right? Oh, there you go. This right here. So, and you buy these, and they come with a bunch of them, and you end up with extra ones of them, but the gas runs out. It's ridiculous. It's like $12 for one, right? So, in turn, I'll take it and I'll put it inside there. What I'll do is I heat the chips up. And then we turn that off. You see that? And the fans are blowing. So this fan's blowing that way. I got a fan over there that's blowing around that way. And then that fan behind us is blowing everywhere. Right? So, what that's doing, let's see, I'm trying to make sure you're all the way back. Okay. Okay, there we go. Did I watch porn today? No, not today. However, the day's not over yet, so be easy, cowgirl. Huh? How was work today? Was you in porn today? Huh? You know what they say, right? Hmm? You 8 things at once. How are you doing though? Knee long. Hey, knee long. I heard you on my board. You subscribe? You subscribe? Put it in the chat. You subscribe, knee long. If not, I'm crossing your ass off. We got 7 people in the chat. If you want to be up on the wall, or in the back of the milling machine, put your name in the chat if you subscribe. All them hearts and them 100s in the chat, that's for y'all, man. Thank you for being here. You might not be commenting, 11 of y'all. I don't know what's wrong with the chat, man. All messages, yeah. If you subscribe to the channel, put your name in, say, put an S in the chat.
It's really horrible. I believe it's what they do. And I'm trying to give you things that you've never heard before. This is true. I believe they are playing the role. They're constantly criticizing.
What y'all think, man? Who y'all want? Put it in the chat who y'all want. What's it? Picture blurry as shit, really?
First time it's ever happened. And they said the biggest cases in Florida.
Yeah, it is online too.
And we had brilliant, I don't know, the judge, but a fair and very brilliant judge who took tremendous abuse. Would it be so easy for her to just rule against it? But she didn't do that. She threw out the whole case. That was a big case. And I have such respect for her. Because she is a fact bringer. But they were hitting her so hard. She's going too slow. She's not. She should be removed immediately from office. These people are horrible. I really think it's illegal what they do with judges and justices. They're playing the ref no different than Bobby Knight, and he was great. He endorsed me, and Indiana was mine. He was a great coach. He's the last coach to go undefeated. I guess he was like 38 or old. For some reason, they've never had another college team since it was many years
You got a little better, guy?
He came out in favor of Donald Trump, and it was a big thing. I went in
a little bit better? I hope so.
From Indiana endorses you, you win. Sort of like
Good. Okay, good. I try to fix the quality on it. I put it up to 7p. Scorpion, yes. What's up, Scorpion? You subscribe to the channel? Put an S in the chat.
We're going to take him out of office or her. We're going to do horrible things to continues when you heard Schumer get up on the stairs of the courthouse, Supreme Court, and talk about Kavanaugh, we're going to get you, Kavanaugh, we're going to hit you, or whatever the hell he said. If a mobster said that, they'd be put in jail.
I'll take that as a no. All right, Scorpion. Thank you though for helping me get the picture together, bro. I really appreciate that. For my people in the chat, how was work today? Huh? Work your ass off today? Them little ass bit of pennies? Me too.
We can't let them do
Me
that.
too.
And I just want to pay my respect.
I feel you.
The judges
Tired as hell.
suffered abuse at the hands of the radical left lunatics, and I really admire them.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Scorpion. Thank you very much, man.
Against me or whatever it is. If they say Trump,
How was work today, bro?
now all of a sudden they say, oh, that's the last time they ever said that. But they can't do it because these people
Okay.
have weaponized the justice
Great
system,
Britain.
including
Welcome, sir.
local DAs and local attorney generals and Fani spelled F-A-N-I. My name is Fani.
Down here, man, after work, working on getting this together, trying to get the channel monetized, man. I'm up over 1,000 subscribers now, but I got to get them watch hours up. You know what I'm saying?
She hired and paid him almost
Them watch hours are important, man. I don't get that up. I got, this is what I do right here. I got a hobby machine shop, milling machine. I'm a recovering addict. I've been clean for 7 years. For those of y'all that are going through addiction, please contact me at Adkins, fab4155@gmail.com. And, see, I moved it. It's not stable. I gotta let it get stable real quick. I'm bad for moving it, guys. You know what? We're gonna move it one more time. I'm gonna put it back in place where I had it, so that way you guys can see the TV. Well, bro, I work hard at it. Look, I ask people for a subscription, but I want them to understand what I do here, right? I do machining. I taught myself this. I'm trying to get monetized right now. I live at work, bro. I pay child support. It kills me. I can't afford an apartment. I get monetized. That's my money. Donations, that goes to the shop. Whatever you want me to put it on, I put it on. Other than that, monetization is mine. If I choose to use it on the shop, I use it on the shop. Which that's what I first need to do. I want to get a computer to do live streaming better, and I want to get a Canon camera. So I'm working on those two things at the moment. So, asking someone for a subscription, it means something to me. It means you're supporting what I do. It means that you believe in what I do. And that you know that I believe in you for coming here. So if you belong here, welcome. This is what we do. We believe in Trump. We believe in being men to our women. Right? We believe in being strong. And we believe in going to get it. And that's what I try to be an example in. And when I teach y'all, well, not teach y'all, but talk to you guys, right? And give you my experience, my reality. My reality might be one of y'all's reality. It might help one of y'all. And that is the goal of what I do. Period. Ultimately, that is my goal. My goal is to reach out and talk to one of y'all and see if what I do helps y'all. Because this is what this is what got me clean, right? The machine shop is what got me clean.
This was all Putin's fault for invading Ukraine. Remember that talking point from 2 years ago?
It's the phone, bro. That's what I mean. It don't keep it stable. I gotta get a camera. I don't have a camera, man. I'm working on that. You know what I mean? Trying my hardest, bro. Australian. I apologize, sir. And I understand you gotta go, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you cutting the chat up with me, man. Who else trying to cut the chat up with me? What's happening? Take it easy, Scorpion. Be safe. One love to you, brother. Hope to see you come back eventually.
Find out under a Harris and Waltz economy what the market value of secret is when you run
Wow.
food that they're eating soup like they have.
That picture is screwed up, man. That sucks. That's my Wi-Fi connection also. Because I got the computer on, which is, well, because I got the computer on,
And the fact that people on CNBC and even with CNN,
the TV on the Wi-Fi,
shows
and
that
the phone on the Wi-Fi. Now I could, this might help it. Pardon me.
Well, is that really a thing?
Now that might help it.
Because you can't have it.
Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. Give it a second to balance out.
That would be closer to Venice.
Hey, look at that picture. I cut the Wi-Fi off.
I suppose that's true.
Sorry, Scorpion.
I love the otters. We should all eat those
Maybe next time I'll remember that if it comes back.
And,
Oops. Hearts in the chat for you guys, man.
Put on the scandal of the Secret Service that allowed the assassination attempt of Donald Trump to get this close to a tragedy. And of course, for the family of Corey, it was a tragedy. An actual murder took place that day. And the Secret Service, it appears, is finally taking action. Here's some breaking news from this morning about the Secret Service.
Breaking news this morning, NBC News this morning, multiple Secret Service agents have been put on leave after the attempt on Donald Trump's life. Joining us now, this is Julia Ainsley. Julia, good morning.
What's up? How many of y'all, man, you getting home from work now or what?
Secret Service
Huh?
officials have been put on leave. This is because of this ongoing...
They say there's 7 people in the chat. Well, nobody wants to talk.
In the wake of that July 13th
I love y'all,
assassination
man.
attempt in Butler,
I get it.
Among those put on leave is the
I don't
special
mind.
agent
We
charged
can just sit
with
here.
field office. That was the field office in charge of coming up with that plan that allowed the group that the shooter gained access to Trump
There you go.
to be
Let's,
outside of the Secret Service's perimeter. They left that to local law enforcement, and it's not clear that they had any
Let's see if
conversation
we
with
got
local law enforcement to make sure that they
another
themselves would be
email.
on top of that roof or securing that rooftop in any way. This is something that the acting director recently said he would make sure that if anyone in the course of that investigation were found to have violated policies, that they would be put on leave and that they wouldn't wait until the end of the investigation for that to happen. Now, the exact number, we don't know yet. I'm told it's around 5 or 6. That number could be changing by the day as they continue this investigation. It's not clear if these agents or officials may come back into the agency later on if they've been cleared. But for now, we're told they are put on leave, which is a form of a disciplinary action as a result of their actions taking in the planning and in the response to that assassination attempt on July 13th.
Yeah, I'm skeptical about that report for multiple reasons, but I'm not so sure that going on leave is a disciplinary action, especially if it's paid leave. But secondly, I've read Susan Crabtree wrote for Politics. She had this scoop actually late yesterday, and it appears that the person out of Washington, D.C., who actually was the
This is
person in
a
charge
6
of laying out the
millimeter,
format at
8
Butler,
millimeter, I'm
Pennsylvania,
sorry.
that woman
This
is
is an
still
8
on the job.
millimeter, 100
And it's
millimeter
only the
long.
people out in the field office. It's almost like they're throwing them under the bus to circle the wagons around
45
Washington.
degrees heat.
Jim, there's a lot of suspicions right now about what happened here, and we're not getting a whole lot of answers. Does this move by the Secret Service help quell people's fears that there's something seriously broken in that agency?
It's better than nothing, but like you said, paid leave just means they're kicking it at home, going to the gym and hanging out. And unless there is actual accountability, right up to the point of the people involved with this being frog-marched out of that building in shackles, I don't want to hear about the fact that, oh, we're doing an investigation. And these people will not be conducting security until we're done with the investigation, which will almost certainly clear them and try to throw Logan under the bus, which seems to be...
You got already collar for
but
that.
even something more that we heard was
So.
damning about the way this went. The Secret Service didn't even bother to pick up radios that the local law enforcement provided them once they got tasked with the outer ring security. They offered comms to the Secret Service to tell them. And one of the comms was trying to tell them there's a guy on the roof with a gun. The Secret Service didn't have the radios, they couldn't hear. Somebody important needs to be fired, not allowed to resign, not anything else, no benefits, no nothing. There has to be some kind of accountability for almost getting the next leader of the free world killed at a political speech.
Yeah, Jim, and listen, the security issues are your thing. This is what you do and have done your entire career. We're almost 6 weeks from this event, and we still haven't gotten a clear answer about where the buck stopped. Like, as if there's no paper trail on the fateful decisions that were made that day. Are we to believe that this is normal operating procedure for Secret Service?
Oh, there is paper trail, there's an electronic trail, there's all kinds of things that will say who decided to treat this as if it was, a booth at the county fair, not the former president speaking in front of an outdoor crowd.
Yeah.
So it's available if they want to sue it. I don't think they do. I think they want to cover it up because this is the most embarrassing debacle in the history of a major U.S. security agency.
Kosh, I've been saying for a while now, the American people, I think at this point, they're resigned to the fact that the Department of Agriculture and Education and the EPA, it's like glutted, it's bloated, there's redundancy. We probably don't need half the people, if any of the people who work in those agencies. But we've always felt that CERT agencies like the Secret Service, they're the creme de la creme. And now we're seeing them, in my opinion, they're just behaving like another bureaucratic DC agency.
That's exactly right. I think the service has actually gotten this wrong for a long time, which is to treat things like the Secret Service and the Pentagon as though they are not also unaccountable to law, to federal bureaucracy. Now, some of the people who do the jobs in these agencies, like any other federal agency, are, I'm sure, honorable people who are doing their best to serve the American people and do the job we're tasked with doing. But to Jim's point, the people creating plans, creating strategies, executing, and communicating, these are hired up people who ultimately are still unaccountable federal bureaucrats. We've seen this time and time again. People recognize the name Lois Lerner, right? She was the head of the IRS when they got caught partying conservative under the Obama administration. She retired with full pension benefits despite the administration admitting that they did wrong in that instance. This has all the traffic in a similar situation right all over there. There's no conspiracy here. This is just the nature of our unaccountable administrative state law network once again failing to do its job properly.
Yeah, and there's also that guy, Anthony Fauci. He seemed to get a nice little retirement package there at the end of his stellar career, too. Sarah, I'm still struck by the fact that this isn't bipartisan, the outrage over this, even the curiosity over this. Yeah, Democrats played a very good game at one of the joint hearings, but since then, they haven't had much to say. The Secret Service is there to protect Democrats, too. And it sort of feeds into, I think, an understandable belief that because Trump was the target, some people in this town were like,
one of the big things for me here, I watched it live, it was a very honorable thing in the moment, but people like the FBI, all of these agencies are looking into it. We won't have a report until October, right before the election, at the earliest, right? And I'm proud Pennsylvanian, huge fan of the Pennsylvania State Police over law enforcement, but we need to stop the blame game here. At the end of the day, this happened. Our next commander-in-chief, our former president, was almost killed, like point blank by 150 yards, right? This is just something that needs to be figured out. Democrats are probably just cheering behind the scenes. And the most fascinating point about this is that Biden took the time to call Trump. And apparently that's all that matters. They did that. Here was this olive branch. What about everything else? Yeah. Nobody else cares on that side. Yeah. What if it was Biden? What if it was Kamala?
Well, and meanwhile, this week at the DNC, they were right back to the same old volatile, dehumanizing rhetoric about Donald Trump, saying that he was a fascist and a racist, and if he got elected, it would be our last free election. And, there are a lot of unstable people out there who hear things like that, and they think they should do something to stop it from happening. That's it. By the way, this also comes a day after we learned of another suspect in an assassination attempt against Donald Trump was on the lam, and we're still looking for some of the people who got into the country illegally, Pakistani nationals, who are linked with Iranian government officials who have put a bounty on Donald Trump's head. Maybe they should take the protection of the former president a little more seriously. After Rachel Maddow and Jake Tapper spent their time gushing about Kamala Harris's transcendent political performance last night on stage at the DNC, they actually spent a little bit of time asking the people who really matter, voters. And over on CNN, we got a soundbite from an African-American voter in Pennsylvania that should actually give the Kamala Harris people nightmares?
She wasn't clear enough on the policies. She did speak a lot of her personal history, which was great, but I still don't feel like she's ready. I feel like more so she should wait. I don't want to per se vote for someone that is a backup.
Not ready for prime time. That's not the message I think the Harris people wanted. And for as long as I can remember, I've seen political pundits lamenting the fact that the American people don't really care about policy anymore. We need to have a serious policy discussion this election cycle. Well, I think Trump and the Republicans are very interested in having a serious policy discussion this cycle, but Kamala Harris is not being forced to do that.
No, you're right, Larry. To be honest, I don't know if Donald Trump is interested in having a serious policy discussion either, but at the very least, as we discussed, he represents a change of direction from the status quo of the Biden-Harris White House, which Kamala Harris does not, right? The American people may not be ideological, they may not know exactly what they want, but what they want is a change of direction in some way, and they want to hear new ideas that they think will give them hope of a better future.
I have a phone with the magnet. What's happening, y'all? Excuse me, I ain't seen nobody was in the chat right now. Fish out of water. What's happening, man? While whites are being genocided, we are less than 6% of the world population. Everyone needs to know. If that's true, that's serious.
Is Donald Trump. He can talk about whatever.
Somebody in the chat, fact check that. Fact check it. See how much of the population we are in the world.
Certainly is not making those points.
So,
Listen, I think when it comes to the economy and the border and national security and Israel, I think that Donald Trump would love to have those policy discussions. And Sarah, I think any observing viewer, like this gentleman that they just interviewed on CNN, if after the 4 days in Milwaukee with the Republicans and 4 days in Chicago with the Democrats, I think it'd be a lot easier to tell what the Republicans plan to do should they win the election versus what the Democrats plan to do if they win the election.
Absolutely. I mean, Kamala wasn't even qualified to debate J.D. Vance. And now 33 days later, 10 words. If you stand for nothing, what do you stand for? Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hamilton. So it's just fascinating because, you would want her to take the time to actually say what she wants to do. Not necessarily just like soft launching. But, it's the day after her acceptance speech. The website isn't staffed with it. It's too soon. There were a lot of candidates, and even on the Republican side, who, they backed out because it wasn't their time yet. They're getting ready for 2028. At this time, we're going to see the Harris Amendment. It's going to be the same thing. Before this, I've never received a delegate in her life. It was a coronation. It was a coup. It was curated chaos by the Democrats. And now nobody knows what they want. And now she's expecting even just the minority voters to agree with her because she looks a certain way. But at the end of the day, she's a far, far left socialist who doesn't even know what she wants. She just wants the presidential nominee.
Jim, she's a former attorney general and a U.S. senator. She's now a vice president, but she's never actually had any serious foreign policy job. I mean, the one job she did have, which was to get to the root cause of the immigration problem and the border security problem, they're not denying that she ever had. Usually, when a candidate has that thin of a foreign policy record, they pick a running mate who can bolster that. But instead, she picked, Red China, Minnesota governor, Tim Walz. At this point, after the convention, shouldn't we know a little bit more about what she's capable of doing with regard to national security and foreign policy?
Think about what she was capable of doing. With the same arm behind her and actually with a lesser quality life, you have a lesser quality record as well. There is absolutely no skills in that party, that front party. Zero foreign policy. So the joke that they do, and the idea that one is going to vote for them because of their reason. I have banks as a major for 24 years in the national guard and went to war. There you go. except he did otherwise himself. He served 24 years and retired with one of the lowest awards. He got an award for retirement for 24 years that a spec for 2 years experience he get for leaving Germany to come back to the United States. He's incompetent. He's a liar. He does nothing to help her. J.D. Vance has been pointed out, and she's got no understanding. So the pride of the majority or the media hype only gets them to this point. Now they're going to be exposed as empty paint suit and the lying poser that they really are.
One other fun thing that happened yesterday is the rumor mill in D.C. was going nuts about a special guest. They carved out time on the schedule for a special guest, and everyone immediately thought, oh, it's actually Beyonce. But, I mean, that would have been a big surprise. What is it? Beyonce had shown up, but she didn't. Then it was Taylor Swift, and she didn't. Godmother, so it's going to be George W. Bush. And the fact that people believe that is actually something I think George W. Bush should address. Because of course he wasn't there. No, it was finally revealed right before Kamala Harris took the stage who the special guest was going to be.
In anticipation here in Adkins for that there may be a special guest, I am told by Democrats that Kamala Harris was their guest. They did not want a celebrity at the end of this convention to essentially compete with her. One senior advisor told me this is a deadly serious election. And if you look at the end of this program, having Leon Panetta, the former defense secretary, really presenting Vice President Harris as a Muslim commander-in-chief, that is one of the reasons I'm told that there wasn't a celebrity performance. And again,
Leon Panetta, the man who assured you that the Democratic nonprofit really doesn't disinformation, he's there to make sure everyone knows that Kamala Harris is the Muslim commander-in-chief. What has he ever done? Well, they had to do you think it was going to be Beyonce? They have a more important thing. What does it mean that they had to promote this rumor to get people interested to watch the speech in the first place? We'll have to leave it there for a bit of time, but I do want to let all of our viewers know that on next week's roundtable, a very special surprise guest, Beyonce, can
Yeah, baby, what's happening? What's happening in the chat? Talk to me, man. How y'all doing today?
Very, very special.
Why are whites only 6% of the population, bro? This man has made a serious claim, and that's a serious claim.
I know Montana better than you know, but I was all over
I don't doubt it, though. I'm not calling you a liar.
When are
I'm
we
just
gonna
saying
be
it's a
there?
serious
2
claim.
hours, sir, 2 hours. I gotta like Tim Sheehy a lot to be here.
Alright, so,
This
6
is some
people in the
beautiful
chat,
country. I
chat.
did do a lot of driving. I'd go to one.
I'm like,
We
roll
went to some
something,
friend's
bro.
house, a really good friend's house with your governor. You have a great governor in this state. You know? We went around the state, and it was so beautiful. And I'd say, when will I be there? Approximately 2.5 hours. Oh, great. Thank you. It's a big state. It's a beautiful state, and we love it. And we've won it every time by a lot. So I'm thrilled to be back in this incredible place, this beautiful state with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots, which is what you are. You built the country. Less than 3 months from now,
See, this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Like when I tell y'all, ask y'all if you want to support the channel to donate, and you can donate through Cash App right now or PayPal until I get monetized and get the super chat and all that stuff, right? I don't need you guys to buy the tunes. I buy my own tunes, right? But to have you guys help out.
Well, she has a couple of things that a lot of people from Montana would like. She wants to take away your guns. You like that, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I know what you're
All right, how about this? She wants to defund the police. Are you okay with that? She wants to allow millions of people to pour into our border through an invasion, using an invasion process. I don't think so. I don't think that's for you. It's not for me either. It's not for most people in this country. We're going to evict crazy Kamala, and we're going to get Joe Biden out of the White House. What's he doing now? Craig, what's he doing? You know, he wanted to debate. If we didn't have a debate, he'd still be there. Can you imagine if we didn't have a debate? Why the hell did I debate him? How did he do? Do you think he's happy with it? I don't think so. He's not too happy. You know, they took it away from him. They really did. They took it away. The guy had 14 million votes. He had none. But I'd rather run against her. I think she's easier to beat. I really do. And we are going to make America great again. We're going to make it so great. This election is about saving our economy, ending inflation, securing our borders, restoring respect for our nation. We're no longer respected. Preventing World War III, especially for all these young people, these young, beautiful people. We don't want to get them into World War III. And stopping a 1929 style depression, because that's what's going to happen. You saw what happened last week. With your vote, we will reverse the Kamala crash, and we will end the Kamala chaos, and we will stop the Biden-Harris invasion of people that don't belong in our country. They're invading our country. Kamala Harris, you know, it's interesting. Nobody really knows her last name. If you ask people, do you know what her last name is? Nobody has any idea what it is. Harris. It's like Harris. I don't know. How the hell did this happen? You know, they said, so we had the debate. He didn't exactly do well. And they actually, CNN was very nice. They said, that was one of the greatest debate performances I've ever seen, said by a very important person at CNN. Then what happens? 2 days later, they said he was lousy. They don't talk about me anymore. They just said he was lousy. And he was pretty bad, you have to admit. But we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn this country around. We're going to turn it around very fast. And Kamala is not up to the job. He's not up to it. And neither is Tester up to it. You know, Tester, everyone thinks like he's my best friend. He's never voted for me once, and yet his commercials is, I like Donald Trump very much. I love his pride. I love his border stance. He votes against the border. He voted against funding of the border. He said, I love his stance on energy. He voted against our energy programs. He votes against us 100%. He's voted in favor of crooked Joe Biden 100% of the time. He did it last time. with the election, we had the same problem. You remember, he comes out, everyone's saying he really likes your policy a lot. He doesn't like, he's a radical left lunatic, just like Kamala, and we got to elect him. We got to get him in. Got to get him in. Since becoming a presidential candidate, she has refused to do a single interview. You know why? Because she's dumb. Or hold a single press conference. She won't hold a press conference. She won't do it. She won't do it. He doesn't want. And they're easy questions, you know, because the press, look at them back there. Look at all of them. A lot of press. They're rigged. They're rigged. They're fake news. You know, I looked and I get these tough questions from the press all the time. I look at the questions that Joe got, right? Where do you think you're having dinner tonight? What will you eat? Will you have ice cream for dessert? No, I don't know. It's unfair, the questions are so hard, he says. No, the way they treated him and with me. Well, I won't use the questions because I don't want to get many ideas. They give me the worst questions. They are so nasty. They are the nastiest people I think on earth. And Kamala gives the exact same speech over and over again.
Do you see that, how the head just drops the way it does? When I give it the fine feed, it's gonna
like they
don't
put six
move
of
at
them
all,
up,
then
and
it just drops.
every single word is the same. I don't do that. I got to give you a little bit of variety, right? I change all these damn speeches. Where are my speechwriters? I'm going to do that. Just have one speech and just for the next 90 days go out and just read that thing. But we don't like to read teleprompters, right? It's not as much fun. It's not as exciting. And somehow it's never as good as it happens. No, I think we're going to write up one standard speech. You read it from beginning to end. You know what happened? You start walking out. They say, oh, look, come start holding. How about yesterday? They said, oh, she had a big crowd. Oh, the crowd. The press is talking about the crowd. In New Jersey, I had 107,000 people. The press never even talked about it. Right? They don't talk about it. Because they're fake. I went to South Carolina. We had 82,000 people. Front row Joe. Look, we have many front row Joes. We have Mr. Wall over here. Look, I love that song. Do you think he's in favor of building a wall? I think so. I think so. He's great. How many of you come to? Over 200, right? And you know, he's a great guy. He's like, makes a lot of money. You gotta make a lot of money. Travels all over the country. But the front row, we have so many people. They've been to so many of the rallies. The rallies are great. We had a tough one 4 weeks ago. Very tough one, right? We had a very tough one. It was a great person, Corey. Great firefighter, great person. Really. Corey. And two gentlemen, real Trumpers, real Trump people that they love our country. What's a Trumper? They love our country too. Really, really badly hurt. They didn't think they were going to make it, and they didn't make it. They're the biggest winners ever. The doctors in that whole Butler area, you know, for that whole time, they thought these two were not making it, and they know they're going to be as good as well, but it will take a little work when they got hit hard. All Kamala does is read that teleprompter to me. She had nothing to do with any of the disasters that they... Yeah, she's talking to them. Of all of the things she said, I want this, I want that. Now she doesn't want the other. And then they accuse me of being horrible when I question her. She wanted to be non-energy independent. She wants to put windmills all over the place, windmills. Put a windmill on top of the building. We have so much oil under our feet. We have more liquid gold under our feet than any country in the world, including Saudi Arabia and Russia. We don't use it. 4 weeks ago, think of it. 4 weeks ago, the media said she was grossly incompetent. And I said, oh, this is going to thought she should resign with Crooked Joe. Like, what do you like better? It doesn't matter anymore. What do you like better? Crooked Joe or Sleepy Joe? Sleepy Joe, Crooked Joe. Okay, ready? They're both correct. I think Crooked Joe is more correct than something. You like? All right, ready? Crooked first, huh? What do you like better? Crooked Joe or Sleepy Joe? Crooked seems always fun. He's a crooked guy. All he had to do is figure it. If he didn't do the debate, he'd still be running. They'd be saying how great he is. He's a brilliant man, a wonderful guy, really at the top of his game. He wasn't at the top of his game 25 years ago, I'll tell you right now. And she's worse than he is. She's worse. He's smarter than she is. But the Democrats didn't have the courage to force her off. They didn't have it. They didn't want to do it. It was politically incorrect. And now the media is saying that she's wonderful. She's wonderful. The same people back there, four of them I recognize so perfectly. If you can't do a press conference, you cannot be president, okay? That's it. She doesn't do it. Remember when I used to always walk up to the press under the helicopter or under the leg of the plane and talk to them because I didn't like their question. I guess I can't hear the helicopters. But they give many versions of the day before you know it. That was in the county and it was so now she wants us to take like a half a bush into the leaf. Joe is bad. Joe couldn't hear. He couldn't take it like that. It was an embarrassment to that art form. That was an art form. There's no counter. Sometimes referred to as communist game in 9 different ways of pronouncing it. And because the press is so dishonest, no matter how you say it, they'll say you were wrong. You were wrong. I don't care if I get it right. Actually, I did get it. I actually haven't been accused of it, no, of talking over them. I did say that he did it on purpose. I think to do that. I've done a lot of bad name calling. You call somebody that you know how to say the name perfectly and you call them on purpose. They say, so you made a mistake. I said, no, I didn't. Kamala will not answer for her record of failure and weakness. A doctor, please. Doctor in the house. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take your time. Take your time, Doc. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We love these people. They wait for 2 days sometimes, and then it's tough. It's not easy. Are they okay? Thank you very much. Hey, doctor, take your time. Good. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you.
Look to that heavy step, listen to the change. Hear it?
Take your time, doctor, please. We got a lot of time. Nice Friday night. Friday night. Montana. I think my next flight is going to be about 3-4 hours from here. It's okay. That's all right. Our governor's so many people that come and they waited for days. They wait for days, and it's tough. It's tough. Thank you. Yay! Wow. Thank you. That's great. That's really good. Incredible people. So when you're commander-in-chief, you don't go to the run and hide away from this. You know, they go and run. They want to go on a record that's a fake record. They have a fake record, both of them. How about the new guy? How do you like him? And anytime you tell a story about anybody, by the way, Steve Hayes, how good is he? He's one of the finest. He's one of the finest people you'll ever meet. I really mean that too. And it's an honor to be with you, and you want to do this so bad. So thank you, Steve, for being here. Thank you. We're a beautiful family. But you don't get to flee from tough questions, and you don't get to read a teleprompter like for short periods of time where you make a speech that's like 2 minutes.
Looking good, right?
What a lot of work to do for that. And you don't sit across.
So see, like this is my thing, right? Here's my kicker for the 4 of y'all that are here,
They're
right?
lovely individuals. If you can't
Thank
handle
you for the 3 thumbs up. It's been a hard crowd tonight. You know what I mean?
I've been handling them for 4 years.
But
and
here's my
4
message.
Years, they don't stop. They keep coming at you. They're the worst. But we're going to do something.
Don't limit yourself to nothing.
They're going to celebrate because
you can do whatever you put your mind to. I didn't even know any of this. I knew a tad bit because I worked at a company before too. Stanley Engineering Company, Stanley Engineering Corporation, and Bronze Plastic Systems Incorporated. Okay?
For nearly 4 years, Joe Biden's mental incompetence has given Harris.
I didn't have a passion for it until
ultra-liberal agenda on America
4 years ago.
And destroy our country. You're destroying
Check
our
out
country.
this old Tony.
Joe Biden was
Shout out to
during
this
the
old Tony.
debate. Likewise, Kamala will be exposed during the debate.
Amazing machinist and a hilarious type guy.
Debates.
He'd make this look easy. Everything I do, he'd make it look easy. Not to mention, I mean, he's got a good milling machine. This is some shit.
Think of it. So
it's a milling machine. I'm grateful. It's a Harbor Freight milling machine. I went through it. I changed the gears in it because the plastic one broke.
It's the nastiest of all. Who would think it, right? You think of NBC's terrible, and they are.
There's one of the plastic
MSNBC is
chains.
disgusting. But the worst might be ABC, and that's the only one she'll do. And you know when Biden came
now
out with
if they break,
to have a debate,
I ain't buying them again. It costs me $100-something to buy them.
They handed me Jake Tapper, sometimes referred to as
If
Fake
they
Tapper,
break
but
this
I have to
time,
tell you, he was totally fair. And Dana Bash, they were
bought
totally
this.
fair. They really were CNN. So they said, we want to debate. They gave me one option.
Yeah.
Because they weren't going to debate. He didn't want to debate. They gave me one option. CNN, Dana Bash, and Jake Tapper. There will be no audience. They will be turning off your mics as soon as you finish speaking. And if you go over 1 second, they turn off and they make you look very bad. The good part is he didn't use much of his. You know, they give you 2 minutes. And they say, right, you have 92 seconds left. And I kept saying, I'll take it. Can I have it? I want it. I want the 92 seconds at this. And then I do another one. You have 37 seconds left. That's a lot.
I got
when you're up there, 37 seconds. And that's the last thing he wanted to hear because he didn't want to talk anymore. You have 77 seconds left. He goes, oh, no.
I got the 3 plates.
What am I going to do? This is who our president was. And now we have somebody that's worse, in my opinion, worse. You have to remember, they said that he couldn't beat me now. I mean, after the debate, he was down, way down in the polls. They didn't even want to show the polls. They said he's not going to win. So they said, we're going to take him out and we're going to put somebody new. And this never happened to anybody before. We spent $100 million fighting crooked Joe Biden. And then all of a sudden they decide to take him out and put somebody else in. She never got one vote. She was the first loser in the primaries. You know, she ran against Joe Biden and everybody else. I think they had like 16 people running. She never made Iowa the first state. I love Iowa. You know why I love it? Because I win it every single time with the farmers. We win it. But she never made Iowa. She was the first one to quit. And now, and stupid, honestly, she was the nastiest to him too, and then he picked her. I couldn't believe it. And she was part of the cabal that got him out. You know, they got him out. They said, we'll do it the nice way. We'll do it the hard way, Joe. We'll use the 25th Amendment, and we'll call you mentally incompetent, and everybody will believe us. And you know what they did is a terrible thing, actually. They forced him out. It was a coup. We had a coup. That was the first coup in the history of our country. And it was very successful. He said, okay, I'll leave. If that's what you want, I'll leave. And now he's seeing what the competition is. I hear he's going to make a comeback at the Democrat convention. He's going to walk into the room and he's going to say, I want my presidency back. I want another chance to debate Trump. I want another chance. But I handed Kamala and Crooked Joe a surging economy with no inflation. We had no inflation. We had nothing. We had the greatest economy in the history of the world. True. Their radical socialist lunacy turned it into a failing economy with the worst inflation in probably 70 years. You know, they say 47. I don't believe 47. I think it's much more. I handed her the strongest border in U.S. history. She turned it into the worst border invasion in the history of the world. By the way, the chart, the border chart.
Damn bugs.
I love that chart.
I got metal in my fingers, man. I can feel it, and it hurts like a
I go,
son
let
of
me
a
see
bull.
that chart. If I don't turn, I won't be with you tonight. I won't be with you. I love that chart. You know the amazing thing? I'm gonna sleep with that chart tonight.
How you guys
you know
doing,
the
man?
amazing thing is that chart, I use it probably
You talk to me?
20% of the time, not that much. It's always
Hey,
on my
man,
left, not on my
do me a
right.
favor.
Pretty
You
much
hear?
always.
Hit that subscribe button. You want to support the channel further. Go in the description. There's links to my other stuff. I'm not monetized yet, so if you want to support the channel further, you gotta go through Cash App or PayPal, and that's cool. Write a little message what you want, or put in a message in here that you donated. Just put a date, and then put by it what you want. To the shop,
From much further away,
whatever.
because the sniper was there.
But it's y'all that are
He
gonna
was
make it
way
happen.
over here, and he wasn't warned that this could happen. I mean, that was the breakdown they had. They weren't warned.
Let's get this
But,
model together,
he
man.
heard bullets. He
Have I ever
immediately
showed y'all the couple little models I got saved? I want to get into them big models, right? Like, here's a Chinese original. Right? Never put together. It was open. It was open. So something fell out of there first. But yeah, it's all. Right? I bet I found this one. My Ford tri-motor. But those are easy, man. You glue them together, you know, simple. That's not where I want to be in, right? Like, I got my drill. I mean, listen, I'm into the jewelry making, but I want to make models, dude. You know what I'm saying? I want to make machine replica models. What do y'all think? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you support me in that. We gotta go back to Butler, baby. We're going back to Butler. Trump 2024. All the way.
Start off by saying, as I was saying, so I stand up, as I was saying, I gave Kamala and Crooked Joe a world at peace, and their weakness and incompetence quickly brought us to the brink of a global war. America cannot survive for 4 more years of this bumbling communist lunatic. Look, we cannot let her win this election. It's not a question of me. We can't let her win this election. If she wins this election, we're not going to have a country anymore. Starting on day 1, we will bring competence and common sense back to the Oval Office. You know, we're really a party of common sense, if you think. We're conservative and all that, but we're really a party of common sense. And by the way, we have a great libertarian with us tonight. Where is our libertarian friend? And I think he's going to be with us. Where is he? What a nice guy. Stand up, please. Stand up. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. A lot of us are libertarian. And I think he's going to be giving you a very nice surprise very soon. But he's a great, wonderful person. And we just met and we knew each other a little bit from before. Thank you very much for being here. How do you like the audience? Not bad. Do you think the libertarians get this kind of an audience? I don't think so. But thank you. Great honor to know you. Thank you very much. But we'll bring back safety, security, and the American dream bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. If you want a preview of what a catastrophe under the term of Kamala will be, and she was there. She was working with them. She was the border czar. Now she doesn't say she's the border czar. She said, I was never the border czar. I mean, everything they did, she's taking away now. She was the border czar. She was the worst border czar in the history of the world. There's never been a border like this that allows millions and millions of people in a month from mental institutions and prisons.
We're down here at the machine shop, bro, cutting a rug, you know, hanging out.
Vice President, she went with the hand-picked candidate of crazy Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders wanted him so badly, and the Democratic socialists of America, meaning in the game of investment, forget him. That's her thinking. That's what she's going
my
to
chat's
do.
clogged up.
When they came out, if Steve Daines came out and
I didn't
said,
even know you was hitting that. I seen it on here. But
I don't think he said that. I wanted to fund the police, everybody. Then he said, well, I was only kidding.
Hanging out, chit-chatting, shooting shit, listening to Trump, talking about how our day went today. How'd your day go today, brother? I hear you tired.
You can count on it. A politician, their first statement, Steve, is always
LSC.
Now, Steve,
Yo, man. What's up, Beaver? How you doing?
He said, I'm going to take care of our police. Right, Steve? I just don't want to leave any question in their minds, Steve. But he's so happy I did that little second one. He said, oh my God, they might think I want to defend Steve. He's not a big defender. He's an increaser.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. Members of the Senate, Freedom College, Democratic leadership. It's also my privilege to represent the President of the United States before this chamber. Senator Schumer said earlier today that the eyes of the founders are on these proceedings. Indeed, that's true. But it's the heart of the Constitution that governs these proceedings. And what we just heard Jim. Courts have no role. Privileges don't apply. What happened in the past?
Right away, right away. Yeah, you did it, I don't know, man. I don't know. Stand by Gino. IQ, not everything. You know, stand by Gino on. Stand by Gino. Stand by Gino.
3 minutes and 45 degrees this morning.
But
And my battle with the cold plunge continues. Came out red like a lobster. Again, everything just like, you know what I mean? But man, do you feel good. That's why the shows have been electric these last few days. That thing is amazing. I needed it because there is a massive show coming today. Breaking news just now about the Secret Service scandal.
Alright, so one of the next things coming up, right? Well, wait. Did I explain to y'all what I was doing all together?
Today's who's brand new? Really? No way. Happy birthday. Look at you. Happy 21st. That's great to know.
Alright, so what we got here, this is a drill bit sharpener. They drill bit in here. This is an adjustment. This gives the length. You can adjust it to be longer, shorter, depending on the size of your drill bit. Right? And then you want to get this all the way back here. Okay? Get this all the way back before you put your drill bit in. Because this is your fine adjust. You're going to use this to adjust your drill bit to advance your drill bit forward. Right? But very light increments. Very, very light increments. Okay? So, from there, we need a back piece. Okay? Then we're going to need another piece. Now, it goes on the grinder on the other side of the one with the green on it, over there, on that arm.
Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates apply. All right, fellas, let's go. Okay, so just quickly, right before we came on the air today, breaking news. Now, 5 Secret Service agents have been put on administrative leave after the Butler County, Pennsylvania murder and assassination site happened. Folks, the first question a lot of you in the chat are probably asking is what the hell took so long? Holy Moses, man. Your job was to protect this guy whose wife got shot in the head. A month later, people were finally put on leave. Guys, you know, having been a police officer before being in the Secret Service, I was NYPD, then Secret Service.
So what we're going to do is it's going to go more like this.
From 2 different perspectives.
This is going to be for your screws. We're going to open it all the way to the screw goes through. But then we're going to countersink this about halfway. So the head inserts. Right? We adjust. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. I know you do. I'm just making sure. So that's where we're
Is
going to be
it
at.
capable of doing the site securely enough? The site
All right.
agent, so
That's
that
what I'm
Donald Trump
aiming
wouldn't get
for.
shot in the head
This is
before
going to
he
be the
got
arm that
murdered,
comes
before
out.
people wouldn't get shot. Why
The
would they
piece
still
that's
want
in the
protection?
middle right there is going to be the
Now,
part
apparently
that
one of
comes
them is from
over.
the Donald Trump detail.
And then
That's where
it's
the
going to,
pressure from
that,
yesterday's show and Susan Crabtree's
that's what the
article
adjusted
before it was
arm
just the
part is
Pittsburgh
going to screw
office.
to.
But I'm going to ask you a question. Folks, I'm not letting this go. And we'll be discussing this Monday during the special podcast. Nina and everyone get the word out. Monday,
All right.
2-hour special
So now you know
podcast,
where we're at.
10 a.m. Eastern to noon. Up in D.C., Chip Roy, Andy Banks, Corey Mills, Matt Gage, all the ringers on my show. We're going to be getting all of this. And I want this question answered.
Something's on fire, yo.
If the guy
Oh,
running the
Christ
Secret
almighty.
Service now, Ron Rowe, the director who got a promotion out of it, we now know from multiple whistleblowers, he was the guy who stopped certain security assets from being used with the Donald Trump detail. That decision alone led to what happened. How is he not? How's he still have a job? Everybody else is on leave but him? Folks, this is total bullshit. This is total bullshit. By the way, I know the sack in the Pittsburgh field. He's a good guy. I don't let my personal relationships get involved here, and I won't. I've known him for a long time. But someone's got to be held responsible. But how the hell do you suspend this guy or put him on administrative leave? And the director still, well, not only gets a promotion, despite making the decisions that led to this. Folks, it's freaking obscene. It is typical of how the government works, because they answer to no one. Oh, they answer to taxpayers. Not the bureaucracy. They do whatever the hell they want. Absolutely disgraceful.
I knew I was smelling something burning.
I've got a couple other things.
You remember
to
them
talk
things
about,
that I
I'm gonna get to in a
heated up to
second.
get the
Yesterday,
mosquitoes away, where they heated up too much and it
incident that
started
happened.
fire.
A guy is arrested.
caught
He's
on
apparently
fire.
a threat. I'm going to explain to you how this really works and
Oopsie.
why. Just stay tuned. But I want to get to last night quick. The DNC. Let me give you the bluff, the bottom line up front, okay? Last night again was not terrible. Folks, I
Warm
get it.
soda.
I'm trying to view this. Here's what I
All right,
don't
guys,
want.
so we're gonna
This is
cut
my
this.
biggest fear, and I need you to
We're gonna
understand.
cut this live here,
Please,
right?
I'm begging.
But do me a favor, if you're still here, hit that subscribe button first. And I encourage you, go check out the video selection. It's huge, right? And there'll be another video coming up tomorrow. I'll be shooting video down here
Don't do it. Because then you'll be surprised and you'll get kicked in the nuts.
of the arm that I'm making, right? We're gonna finish that off and get it together, and I'll have a video made of that.
A lot better.
But I would like to see you guys over here, man, and participating and working with me here. You know, support the channel, man. Go check out the Patreon. If you don't want to be a Patreon member, I always, from here on out, it'll be in the description of the live chat or any of the videos. My Cash App, my PayPal, any of that. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can do it that way also. All you got to do is let me know what you want. If you want it to go to the shop, the recovery package, keep it, whatever you say to do with it, that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. And I'll always be able to produce my receipts.
It's all a scam. You know why? The Democrats, what did we say yesterday? Lie to you about everything.
I could really use the help.
Everything's a lie. The PP hoax, the jobs numbers, the quid pro quo phone call, everything's a lie. The Charlottesville hoax, everything is a lie. So all day yesterday, to make sure Kamala Harris wasn't speaking in front of an empty crowd, I don't think that many people were looking forward to this, and they were afraid, I think people were going to bail, to make sure she had a packed audience and it looked like hoping changing again. All day. Did you hear this? Vita texted me, Michael, yesterday. While we're sitting in the song, she's like, Dan, I hear Taylor Swift is going to beat him. I said, responded, LOL, like, I heard this. I knew it was bullshit. I didn't want to say anything.
We're gonna.
I shouldn't say I knew. You know what, like said he should. But I had a feeling they were smoking everyone up.
Yeah, we're gonna make this happen.
Beyonce, why did they do that? Why didn't the Harris campaign just come out and say,
It's
hey,
not easy to
with
do
due
this.
respect to these two
I'm being
entertainers, we
full
love them,
coming
but
and telling you,
that's
look, man, I could
because
really
they
use
knew
the help.
they would have no audience. So all day they teased it. Here's what is it, CNN even admitting the whole thing was bullshit. Check this out.
In anticipation here and elsewhere that there may be a special guest, I am told by Democrats that Kamala Harris was their guest. They did not want a celebrity at the end of this convention to essentially compete with her. One senior advisor telling me this is a deadly serious election.
Oh, nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, this was absolutely 100% intentional. Who loves Taylor Swift and Beyonce? Young people. Michael just said it. Evita stayed up watching it. She covered on her show and all that stuff, waiting for this to happen because it would be newsworthy. That was the scam. That's exactly what they wanted. Folks, they knew the entire time. They knew the entire time. When I was at the RNC, there was a group. I had heard about Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan.
Anyway,
if you go back to watch the show, you see in advance. I was
we're gonna
Trump.
we're gonna get time.
I'd also
And I'd like to see you guys there.
No, we're not speaking there. Why didn't Taylor Swift and Beyonce do the same thing? Because it's all a
Mr.
scam.
Yorker.
Everything they do is bullshit.
We don't use
Everything.
drugs around here, bro.
Here's Kamala Harris last
If
night.
you want a
It's
drug
so
channel, you gotta go somewhere else.
She cannot run on
You understand
what
what I'm
they
saying?
actually did for
We
the
don't do
last
that
4
here.
years.
I got 7
So she's
years
running
clean
on
under my
hope
belt,
and
dog. We don't do
change.
that.
But she can never tell
I
you
don't disrespect
hope and
no one.
change
Please
from
don't do
what?
that on my
Change
channel.
from her? They can't.
This is a
they don't
serious
know what
channel.
to
I
do.
do hobby
So they've
machining
settled
on
on
this
this.
channel, and I
This was, I'm not
as much
That's
motivation
it.
as I can
Because
get.
the 37 minutes, there was no policy to talk about. It was all bullshit. Oh, look, I'm one of you. She's not one of you. She's never had an actual job. She's
Looking
not
at the
one of
computer
you.
also to see
In
if
her
there's any more
professional
comments.
adult life,
Because I'm
she has
seeing
never
comments
had a
on there,
real
but
job,
I'm not getting any
ever.
comments on here.
She's not one of you, so I'm not going to waste your time. There's nothing
I don't
to
know
talk
why.
She said nothing. Healthy, changing, and opportunity comes all bullshit. Here she is, though. They settled on a message. It's not AI. They're now going to blame you.
Oh, let's have some fun with it,
She's
huh?
like, basically, all you stupid Americans out there complaining about
really?
everything all the time. She doesn't say in those exact words, but make no mistake. This is going to be their message going forward. This is nothing else they can say. Hope and change from what? Listen to this.
Talking about how terrible everything is. Well, my mother had another lesson.
Now you're
She
just
used to
messing
teach.
around.
Never let anyone tell you who you are. You show them who you are.
You already showed us for the last 4 years. Can you go to the Wall Street Journal thing for the next clip? I don't want to put out. She's already shown us. Do you believe this bullshit? This is going to be her message. Her message is going to be, you all are complaining about what I did, you crazy people. So now I'm going to tell you who I really am, despite the fact that you already saw who I was, and you're complaining about it. You just heard it. It's on AI, man.
Anyway,
That's their
guys,
message.
I love y'all, man.
She's running
Thank
on
you for helping me out and being part of this.
Sure.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
Ever seen that?
These are amazing.
You see
Look
that?
out for the videos. Adkins fabrication and
Ever
some.
seen that?
Ain't getting nothing better, man. I'm telling you,
There's
no
Stinson
channel
J.
out
Kraft.
there is a beginner like I am that's just starting
This
out.
is what they're running.
That's working
They're
hard
running on the Reddit
to
stimulus
build
channel.
this.
Happy,
We're gonna
happy,
monetize
joy,
this
joy,
channel
joy.
yet. We're already
Because
over
they can't
1,000
tell you what
subscribers.
joy
We
is.
just need the view hours
Inflation.
up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love you guys. See you soon.
Happy, happy, joy,
Soon,
joy,
baby.
joy.
I'm out.
What the hell?